What's up, everybody? This is Mark with Empire Customs Auto Detailing here in Kansas City, and today I'm going to give you a tour of our 2005 Honda Odyssey. This is a hybrid detailing vehicle, which means that we carry our own water and electricity on board, but we also can plug into the customers if need be. So I'm going to take you around to the back, and that's where we'll start out. So back here in the back, we'll start at the top, is where we keep all of our detailing chemicals. This is everything we use in and on the outside of the vehicle. Sits up here on this board that we have connected to a brace right there, and we literally just screwed it into the floor right there. Then what we also did is we screwed it in on these L brackets just to the plastic on the side of the vehicle on both sides, as you can see. And I mean, that thing is sturdy. It's not going to go anywhere. It is in there. It's in there. Also over here we have these buckets where we have our gloves, some painter's tape, also some drill brushes back there. We keep these clips for hanging up the mats. Whenever we hang the mats up, the customer's floor mats, when we have the door open, we hang them up from up here, or we hang them up from at the top to let them hang and dry. Another bin for where we keep our towels, an extra bin where you can store whatever. We have our interior brushes here. Then on the side, we have our step ladder, slides right into there. Over here we have our Predator generator. I mean, this is way too big for what we use it for, but I had it in another setup, so we just put it in here. You can get a buy with a 3500 Predator, works really great in there. So give you kind of just a look at how we have it set up in the back. All right, we're gonna go around here, and pretty much we have our hose reels up there, and then also our power wires hanging right there. We have a strap that goes across there that we hang our towels up on, let them dry. Down here we have this is our bucket of wax, and then we also have some degreaser there. Over here we have our extra chemicals to refill as needed. I think it's just a pre-spot, all-purpose, degreaser, and quick detailer in those, and that's usually we only have to refill those ones right there. We got our drill over here, electrical socket. It goes down on the floor and then connects into the generator. Let's take out some of this stuff in here. That's our pad washer that we use. A rigid vac with the hose. We have this air pod that we use to dry cloth seats, carpets. We have our wash bucket and then our tire bucket. We also just stick the expandable hose in there. We have our pressure washer, and then also our steamer and our extractor. Then over here we just lay down the pop-up canopy. We also have our air blower, and then a trash can and bucket to put our rags in. All right, also back here we have our air compressor, and I'll show you how we hook that up here in a second. We also have our bucket where we put our polishers and extra pads. So how we hooked up the air hose reels is, I think these come from Harbor Freight, same with the 100 foot of air hose. What we did was we took a 2x4 and then we measured from side to side on the van, and then we screwed up into there's a brace right here. You can find where the braces are in there. They'll usually be where the lights are connected to, or maybe there's a handle right here. I'm pretty sure there was handles right here. And so what we did was we just screwed up into the metal, self-tapping metal screws up into there, and then we hung our board up. Then with the hose reels, we just hung those with some bolts to the board. And if you use two, you want to make sure to space them up enough so you're not hitting there. In the back, we have these little braces that hold the hose that comes down into our air compressor. And whenever we're ready to go, the guys can just come here, grab this, and then they can just pull it out, go to work. Now I'll show you how we hook up our pressure washer to the water. So we have a Ryobi pressure washer with the quick disconnects. So the one in the back we have that can plug in to our garden hose. So if you see here, we attach one end of the garden hose to the customer's water spigot, and then this will go right into the back of the pressure washer. So if we need to use our own water, then we set this pressure washer down like that. And what we do is, so here's our water tank. It's got the wide opening on it. And what we have is we have this water pump. This water pump is from Harbor Freight. And we connect a short garden hose to it. And then what we do is when the water tank's filled up, we just drop that right into there, like that. Then what we do is we take this power cord and we can either go and plug it into the generator, but since we have this wall socket right here, it just literally plugs right into there. And then we take the hose, which has the quick disconnect, and it plugs right into the back of there. So when you turn that on, it takes the water out of the tank and then runs it to the pressure washer, and that's plenty of gallons per minute to get that water to your pressure washer. And then the end of here will just connect right into your pressure washer hose. That's how we run our water tank. We don't really have to use it that much, but it does get us some extra details a month, because we're able to like wash in a parking lot that might not have a water spigot hooked up to it. We also might be able to pull up to a office building or in parking garages. That's another one where we go to wash, and that's pretty much how we set those up. Down here, I do have an on and off valve. That's just, we use that if we need to let the water out. But if you wanted to, you could plug in if you didn't want to run a pump, you could plug in the quick disconnect from your water hose into that, and then have your pressure washer sit down, and it will gravity feed it. It does work. It's not the best, but just in case you need to back up, your pump start working, you could pull that out and then gravity feed it down into your pressure washer. Also, with our setup with this board that goes across, I mean, it doesn't look pretty, either does the board that goes across the back, but it works. I mean, this thing's up here, it's not going anywhere, and it works great. We've never had a customer look into our van and tell us that our van setup looked ugly, or they didn't want to use us because of what our van looks like. But it's really easy. As long as you don't care about these plastics. I mean, we bought this van for a few $1,000s, and we're gonna make a few $100,000 off of it, so we're not worried about what the side of these plastics look like. We literally just screw right in to the sides, use that brace screw into there and then screw in into the floor down there, and it holds it up really well.